The people who were kidnapped were kept in a big room filled with black and white curtains, with smoke coming out of it. There were candle lamps blazing with fire, and in their midst were an altar where sacrifices are being carried out. In a small town, there lived a charming and enchanting woman called Aretta, a woman no man would take their eyes off. She looks good in her body shape, and her beautiful smile makes the men in her town want to marry her. But Aretta doesn't have eyes for such men. She lives with her parents and has a best friend called Sophia. They have been together since childhood, and like people would say, birds of the same feather flies together, but not exactly as it seems with these two birds. Sophia and Aretta has different interests in men they would like to marry. Although they are both from a poor home, their tastes are a bit different. Aretta would always gossip about the type of men she wants. She would say to Sophia, "I fancy men with rich lifestyle and a man who is handsome and can take care of my responsibility, and not a common man." And Sophia would say, "What about the average man who is doing well for himself? You know, we are not getting younger. And before I forget, there's this new guy in town. He lives 5 blocks away from us. He is good looking, but I don't think he is your spec." And Aretta asked Sophia, "Why do you think so?" And Sophia answered, "Well, you see, he lives in a 1-room apartment, so considering your qualities of men, I don't think he qualifies." And they both laughed after they finished their conversation. Aretta's mother and father are already getting older, and Aretta is their only child they have. Her mother always disturbs her. "Aretta, when will you bring a man home? Take a look at your father. He is old. Don't you want him to see your grandchildren? At least just bring any man, even if you are just friends." However, Aretta said to her mother, "Mama, it's not like men has not been approaching me, but you see, I need a man that can take care of us from this suffering. Look at our house. The ceiling will soon pull off, and if that happens, rain will fall on us and wet our house. Mama, do you want that to happen?" And her mother said, "My dear, life is not the way you see it. When I met your father, oh, I'm tired of hearing this story of how you and Papa met. I beg." And she went to her room and she called Sophia on the phone. Sophia's phone rang 3 times before she picked up. "Hello, Aretta. This one you are calling me by this time of the night. Hope you are okay." "Yes, I am," Aretta said, "but I'm just moody. My mother has started that talk again of me bringing a man to the house." "So what did you tell her?" Sophia asked. "Well, I just said I have not seen the right one yet." Aretta, upon all the handsome men that have been coming your way, why don't you just tell her the truth for once?" "Well, I gave her a hint. I told her I don't want to settle for less, that I need a rich man." "And what did she say?" Sophia asked. "Well, she started talking about how she met Papa, and I just cut the conversation from there." My gosh, I'm tired of hearing that story over and over again. "Sophia, I just said I should call you before I sleep, Good night. Bye bye." "Aretta, wait. What?" And Aretta ended the call on Sophia. And Sophia said, she will never stop amazing me. The next morning, Aretta left the house early to make her hair at the next street when she came across a fine young man on the road. The man said, "Hello dear, excuse me." Aretta smiled and said, "Hi, yes, how can I help you?" And he said, "I am Aosa. I'm new in town, and you are one of the most pretty lady I have came across. I was just going to get fuel for my generator, and I couldn't resist your beauty." And Aretta blushed. "Come on, stop whining me. Look at my hair, it's scattered, and I'm on my way to the salon." "Huh? Can I walk you?" Aosa asked. "No, I'm fine, thank you," Aretta said, and she was about to leave when Aosa said, "Wait, can I at least know your name?" And she said, "Oh, my name is Aretta, but you can call me Rita." "Well, that's a lovely name. I hope to see you next time, Aretta. I live 5 blocks away from here, and I guess we live in the same street. Would you like to hang around at evening time? I'll buy suya." "What?" Aretta asked. "No, I don't even know you." And Aosa said, "Well, how would you know me if we don't hang around?" And Aretta said, "I have to go make my hair now. Later." And as she was walking away from Aosa, she said, "My God, He is good looking and charming, but I can't settle for him, and I can't date him. I don't think he can take care of me. When Aretta got to the saloon that morning, she quickly called Sophia on the phone and said, "Hello Sophia, guess what?" "Oh, what can I guess? By this time of the day, it's too early," Sophia said. "What is it?" "I met that guy you told me about that lives 5 blocks away from us. He stopped me and told me his name." "So what do you think about him?" Sophia asked. "Well, I can be friends with him, but not to date him. And he even asked me out. Isn't that weird? On the first day?" "Where are you?" "Oh, I am at the salon. I'm about to make my hair." "Alright, I'll meet you there." So quick to end the call. "Hello, who is here?" "I want to make my hair." "Hi, Aretta. Nice to see you today. What style would you like to make?" "You know what makes me beautiful? Just do you." "Alright then, come and sit down." Few hours later, a car drove in close to the salon and parked by the side. While Aretta was inside the salon, she was seeing the car through the glass door of the salon, and suddenly a young man came down dressed in fine suit, and he walked into the salon. Aretta was in deep surprise and was shy at the same time. She said in her thoughts, "Oh my goodness, who is this guy?" And as he speaks, Aretta felt something cold through her chest, a feeling she has never felt when she is close to any man. He said, "I want 2 full packs of hair wigs, black and white." And as he ordered them, Aretta said to him, "And who is this young man buying these wigs for?" And he smiled and answered, "For my cousin." And Aretta said, "You look new. I haven't seen you around here before." "Oh, about that. I don't live here. I do come for a visit once in a while." "But why do you ask?" "It's like you know every faces around here." "I happen to know a few, but when I see a new one, I know their looks." And the young man laughed and asked Aretta what's her name, and they exchanged contacts, and then he drove off. Aretta was so amazed that she has finally met the man of her dreams, a man who is wealthy, a man who can take care of her responsibility in her family, and she couldn't wait to tell Sophia, her best friend. And while she was making her hair, Sophia walked into the salon, and Aretta quickly rushed to her and said, "You won't believe what happened few moments ago. A car drove by and what I saw was a young handsome man. My gosh, you should have heard his voice. And guess what? We exchanged contacts." "Really?" Sophia asked. "Yes." And Sophia was confused because the guy Aretta wanted to talk about was the guy that lives 5 blocks away. Sophia did not want to ruin a happy moment, so she decided not to bring that topic up. When Aretta finished making her hair, she took pictures of her new look so that she can send them to the guy she met. And they both left the salon after she finished taking her pictures. "Aretta, can you please follow me to the market? I want to buy some meat for my mother. We are cooking tonight." "Well, as long as I get to eat the food, why not?" "Aretta, earlier today you told me you think you might have met that guy that lives 5 blocks away from us." "Oh, you mean Aosa?" "Aosa is his name?" Sophia asked. "Yes, that's what he told me. Earlier today you were so happy that you met him, only for you to tell me about another person. Well, it happened like a miracle." And so Sophia and Aretta discussed about Aosa, the new guy that lives 5 blocks away from them. However, Aretta still prefers the rich guy more than Aosa. When Aretta got home, she was happy, smiling all through, and her mother said, "Aretta, this one you are smiling since you came back. What has happened?" "Mama, I met someone today, that's why I'm smiling, and I think I like him." "Well, that's a good news." That evening, Aretta was at her room alone when suddenly her phone rang. As she looked at it, it was a message from the guy. Aretta couldn't believe her eyes. She was happy the guy texted her first, and they texted and chatted for a while. Aretta sent him the beautiful pictures she took, and the guy complimented her well. And as Aretta was scrolling through the chat, a voice note appeared, and it says, "I didn't get to tell you my name. I am Eric." Aretta felt chills through her skin as she heard his voice for the second time, and she went to bed with a smile on her face. The next morning, Aretta quickly updated her profile status. "Finally, I have a man." When Sophia saw the post, she was shocked and couldn't wait to hear the full gist from Aretta. Sophia's mom owns a restaurant where they sell food and drinks, and she helps her mother to buy foodstuffs from the market and also helps her to cook food at the restaurant. That morning, Sophia was at her mother's restaurant when Aosa walks in to buy food. Immediately Sophia saw him, she was surprised. Aosa walked up to her and said, "Hello, good morning. What do you have?" "My God, I'm hungry. We have rice, goat meat pepper soup, melon soup and fufu." "Ah, yes. Give me fufu and goat meat pepper soup." "Is that your favorite? You looked happy when you heard it." "Yes, one of my favorites. Would you like to take it home or, as takeaway or eat it here?" "I will eat it here. I'm hungry. I can see that." Sophia quickly arranged the food on a nice table for Aosa to eat, and he was eating like someone who hasn't eaten in 2 days. "Take it easy. No one is taking it away from you," Sophia said. "Would you like to join me then?" "No, thank you. I'm full." When Aosa was done, he quickly gave Sophia the money for the food and was rushing away. Sophia quickly stopped him and said, "Wait, why are you in a hurry? Haven't you heard?" "Heard what?" "The rumor of people missing in town? There have been several reports of missing people and it's all over the news. I'm just being careful and I don't want to be one of them." "You should be careful considering the fact that you are a woman." "What do you mean by that?" "Just be careful, okay? You seemed like a nice person, and by the way, the food is delicious. Thank you." "Wait, what is your name?" "I am Aosa, and this restaurant is my new favorite joint." And they both smiled and he left. Later in the afternoon, Aretta stopped by Sophia's mother's restaurant to see Sophia. "Hello, Sophia." "Hey, Aretta, nice to see you today. You didn't tell me you were coming." "Yes, I wanted to surprise you today." "Okay, what is this surprise?" "You remember the guy I told you about yesterday? We shouted." "Really?" "Yes, we did, and I sent him those photos I took and he likes them." "Aretta, you should be careful." "Why? Don't you want me to be happy? You know how long I have been searching for that type of man." "I didn't mean it like that. What I'm saying is that you should be careful. You don't know him well, and aside from that, rumors has it that people have been missing in town, like they are being kidnapped." "From where did you hear this?" "You wouldn't believe if I told you." "Well, try me." Aosa told me and he said I should be careful, that the numbers are increasing and it's all over the news. "So you two are friends now?" "He stopped by to eat this morning and he was really hungry and he was in a hurry when he told me." "I see. Well, I have heard you. Eric is not that type of person." "Eric is his name?" "Yes, Eric. Good name, right?" "Yes, good name." Sophia and Aretta had a conversation about Eric even after Sophia told Aretta to be careful because of the rumor of disappearing persons in their town. The people who were kidnapped were kept in a big room filled with black and white curtains with smoke coming out of it. There were candle lamps blazing with fire, and in their midst were an altar where sacrifices are being carried out. That place is where most of the rich men go to renew their wealth, and all of them are the same members of the same cult known as the Supreme Agodo, and among them was Eric, their number 2 man.